Taylor King was made for this moment. Can he dazzle the crowd once again? Stick around and find out. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch coming your way next. Here's a big power threat, Taylor King. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Lopes. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
And with that kind of power at the plate, they'll gladly take the single to the opposite field.
Here's Riley Green.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him. That
runner on the move. What a stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. So runner at second, 2 down. Cal Raleigh the next to hit. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the dirt. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
And that is that. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show.
Up next is the right fielder,
King, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. The 1-0. Popped up. Bush in position. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 3 and the Brewers 1.
Up next is the right fielder, Taylor King.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here's a flare off the bat. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. It's 4-3.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
First and second, 2 outs. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. King at second. Green on at first with 2 down. In the dirt. Swing and he popped it up. Nunez has a beat on it. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. And midway in the 4th, it's the Mariners 4 and the Brewers 3. 1 down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. He's a guy who does it all. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying out of here. A solo shot. His 58th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-4.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. He's already homered in this game.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Buto in his 7th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Bounced up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned, and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength.
King played brilliantly despite the loss. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. They lost, but it was in spite of his huge effort. It's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Let's go Brewers.
King went deep in his most recent game. Here's 0-1. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and now 2 gone.
That is first. The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Taylor King.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The Mariners looking to strike first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Pitch kicks away. Both runners move up, 2 in scoring position now, and that takes away the double play.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Ripped into center, base hit. 1 runs in, the throw home. Safe, and they lead by 2.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here's Riley Green.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Here goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Man at second. Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off, but man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Two on, 1 out. Base hit and a run in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Up next is the out. The right fielder, Taylor King.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Ground ball left side. Whips it to first. And that's the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they still lead this one 4-2. And now the right fielder, Taylor King.
Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Nimmo on at first, nobody out. That smash towards center. Doyle under it. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Taylor King digs in now. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike one. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in. King did well despite the loss.
No question that he delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get them the W, this was a good showing at the plate.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges. Just underway here in Milwaukee. King wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-1. Into center. Doyle flying after this one. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's some real power at the plate. Cal Raleigh. Runner takes off. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Riley Green.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swings, and this one's flared. He hauls it in. 2 away. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Two on, 2 outs. The pitch is upstairs, ball 4, and they're loaded. Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Here's Josh Naylor. Now a pop-up on the infield. Bregman. And that's the 3rd out. And the Mariners strand the bases loaded. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. We know he's capable of hitting home runs, Chris. Nobody in the league has hit more. And a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here, and now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Cal Raleigh will hit next. He reached on a walk his first time. Runner on the go. Down low and kicks away. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. That one almost got him. The 2-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Riley Green.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Gorman. Here's Holiday for one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Back here at American Family Field, Taylor King steps in. League leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next-level hitting.
Plate discipline and raw power. Tough to teach that combo.
No doubt about it. OPS tells the story perfectly. He's their offensive engine.
That's a ball. Right side, hard hit. Bush takes it himself, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
Here we go, Brewers. Here we go.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And the 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one way outside. 1-2 to count.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's 2 away. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. King in the box now. No balls and a strike. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
On to extra innings. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Man at second. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. The M's with the go-ahead run standing at second here in extra innings. Line and a base hit into right. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
King had a good day at the office.
Well, he definitely made a difference for him in this one. Nice effort to contribute to the win.
Taylor King ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So digging in, Taylor King. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. King, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Grabs it right up against the wall.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness, making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
King, batting with one down, takes a strike. And how about this, Siggy? He is the best OPS in the American League. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next is the out. The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Man at first, one away.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Here's your one. That's ripped into the outfield. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Relay to second. Safe. He beats it.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
So two down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
On to first, and that'll do it. Mariners leave a couple, but they're on top 2-0. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King, 1 for 3. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Line drive, Adam in center field.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One-run game here in the top of the 9th. King in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Comes up empty.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that one is lifted in the air. Cabrera moving under it. And that is that. Mariners leave 1, but they're up 3-2. King did okay for them in this one.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. King, the former Rookie of the Year, batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Now this is a rocket to left. He's got it. 2 down. Back here in New York, let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Ball one. That's ball two.
And another ball.
Yeah.
Here's a 3-0. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one called a strike. Full count now. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Raleigh with some impressive production lately. Tied up here in the early going. Runner on the go in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Now he breaks his bat. Jones. He takes it on his own and one away in the top of the third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
One down, runner at third. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In the air, left field. Base hit!
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Jeremy Pena up next for the Mariners. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. High fly ball, right field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Runner from third into score. And a 2-1 ball game now.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
King up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Popped up. And that'll do it. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. Fastball for a strike.
Well, these Mariners putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers paint a pretty clear picture. The offense likes playing with fire today. 7 of their hits have come off of fastballs, so that tells me their timing is pretty locked in right now.
Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's saved. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Runner on the move. Pitch kicks away. And now a man into scoring position. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Smoked into left, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. And the 0-1. Well struck left field. That's got a chance. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly. And they take a 3-run lead.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in from third and add a little insurance.
We go to the 9th. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. Paul is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. That one ripped left field. Out of here! A solo shot. His 59th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
King had a great showing in the win. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
That's to third.
turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Man at second. On the ground to first.
Come on, Slide, get out.
Rice steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
The 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Clement over to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. King with a homer in his last game. And another ball.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panicked on and throw into right field.
King matched a homer in his last game. King, a former All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's a former American League MVP. Chopped left side. Adames. The throw to first, and that's the third out. Mariners go down quietly there, but they hold a 5-0 lead. One down, and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King. 1 for 3.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. King launched a homer in his most recent game. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at second with 1 away. Here's Riley Green. In the air, left field. And there's 2 down.
Up next is the first baseman of the 12, Josh Naylor.
Here's Josh Naylor. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Let's go, Bradley.
Lifted in the air down the left side. That's a base hit. King coming home. He's safe. And they now lead by 9.
Well done. Drives in the run. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is gets up to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. He's a guy who does it all. And that one hammered. That's back there. It has the distance gone. A solo shot. Home run number 60 on the year. And they boost their lead. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle. Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. Out. Number 2.
Up next is the out. The left fielder, 31, Riley.
King with a Ruthian achievement in this one, hitting his 60th homer of the season.
Well, it's a pretty small club he's in now, Boog. Not even 10 players in Major League history with a 60-homer season. That's just crazy to think about. And his next homer will have him catch Roger Maris.
Taylor King is ready to go. His team comes into this one with the best record in the majors. All eyes on baseball's elite today. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. One down. Taylor King digs in now. King went deep in his most recent game. King, a former MVP, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. That smash towards center. Gilbert moving under this one, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Back at T-Mobile Park, Taylor King. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Not just far, but loud singing. Everything seems to jump off his bat.
Yeah, Boog, when he connects, the ballpark turns into a souvenir shop. That home run total just keeps on climbing. What did Eric Young used to say? Souvenir City.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for the Mariners, the left fielder, number 31.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
Right fielder, Taylor King.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Hard hit left side. Throws to first, and he's out. Bottom of the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. In there at the knees. That's strike one.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. King had a game to forget.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. King, the former Rookie of the Year, 26 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down.
Batting first, the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
That misses. Ball 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And a base hit up the middle. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh. That's to third. Nice stop. Not in time. He's safe.
Be safe.
Up next is the Mariners. The left fielder, number
Bases
31.
loaded, nobody out. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 5-1.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seat spot. He'll take the sac fly, RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. 2 on, 1 out. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 3-run shot, and they get a few back.
The right fielder, Taylor King.
Right through there for a strike. And now the 0-1. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And caught on the warning track. 1 hit, 1 left. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the M's 4. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. 1 for 3. And that one is inside ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. On the ground. And safe.
Oh, he's in there.
Bang, bang play, but speed wins on a great effort there.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
In the dirt, blocked. Three-2 now. Got him looking for the K. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
King off of first with 2 away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that one's going to get into the corner. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Comes through with the RBI. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
First and second, 2 outs. King getting ready to hit. Just missed. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs. Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Up and in. They're down 3-1. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Two on, two outs. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
3-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying and out of here. A 3-run dinger. His 61st home run of the season. And they add to their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
King matched Roger Maris in this one with his 61st homer of the season.
That's right, Boog. He's moving past Babe Ruth, catching Maris, nipping at the heels of Sosa and McGuire. What a season it's been for him, and what a fun time it's been for us to watch it.
King stepping in now. Tough matchup here when you're facing someone that throws 97 miles an hour on the black.
Yeah, Boog, forget the scouting report. He's just got to step in the box and trust his instincts.
That's outside. Ball one. King, multi-time All-Star, 26 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. King launched a homer in his most recent game. Nice grab. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. To the right side. What a stop. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Up next for the Mariners,
King with a homer in his last game.
King.
Two down, nobody on.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That's to third. Ramirez there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down 3-2. Man at first, Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
King did well enough for them despite the loss.
If he's going to be a driver for their offense and change losses like this one to wins, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Taylor King getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. 1 down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King. That one misses. Ball 1. King, the former Rookie of the Year, 26 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Makes the catch. 1 down.
Up next for the Mariners, the lefty, number 31, Riley. Up next for the Mariners, the right fielder, Taylor King.
This one popped up. Matthews has a beat on it. 2 down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The left fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 2-0. One run across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's ripped. Base hit. And now 2 aboard. Riley Green digs in for a critical at bat. And the 0-2. In the air left field. Thielen moving under this one. And that is the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the M's 5 and the Astros 3. This is King had a home game for them.
Well, you'll never complain about getting a team win, Boog, but I think they expect him to make larger contributions than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either.
So digging in, Taylor King. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Nimmo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground left side. 6. And he can't come up with it. Quick feed to second for 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's Riley Green. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
The catcher.
2 outs, runner at first. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. In the dirt, but kept close. Oh, look at the stop. Goes to second with it.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
First and second, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Oh, great stop. What a play. Inning over. Mariners leave a couple, and they're down 2-0.
Up next for the Mariners.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Ripped to right. And that will end the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. It's 5-0. King ready to hit now. Down late. RBI opportunity. And this guy's looking like he wants to write the comeback chapter.
Yeah, let's see if he grabs the pen, Boog. Could start writing a whole new story here.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
2 on, 2 outs. Out to short. Cortez gets him easily, ends the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. So a man at first. Taylor King up next for the Mariners. 0 for 3 in this one. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, he'll score easily. It's 8-2.
Well done, drives in the run. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second with 1 away. Now at the plate, Riley Green.
Number 31.
In the dirt, blocked. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher, Cal.
2 outs with a man at third. Cal Raleigh getting ready to hit. On the ground to first. Base hit and a run in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. Taylor King now at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Coming home. 1 run across. Mauricio around third. Relay throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Astros 9 and the Mariners 5. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. King was a real bright spot despite the loss.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
One down. Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. King, a former MVP, batting second in today's lineup. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Well, it looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Riley Green up next for the Mariners. The 0-1. Runner on the go. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
So runner at second, 2 down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. That's out to center field. And that is that. Mariners come up empty in their first try through an inning in Seattle. No score. 1 out and a runner at second.
The right fielder,
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Oh, 1 now. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Cut off, throw to second, but it's wide of the bag and gets away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Riley Green. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. And the throw out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Back in Seattle, Taylor King steps in. League leader in OPS, Singy.
Yeah, he's crushing mistakes, but also taking what pitchers give him. That's next level hitting.
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying out of here. His 62nd home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 7-6.
This is a perfect example of why you keep grinding out your bats even when you're down big. You never know what might happen later in the game. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
King walks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
Outside low, ball one.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
The 1-1. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Riley Green up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. There goes the runner. That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. One away. One out. Runner at second. Cal Raleigh will hit next.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Payoff pitch. Base hit. King around third. Here's the throw. He'll score, and they're up by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
King stepping in. This is why you lift all those weights, Singy. One swing could send everybody home.
Yeah, and he's shown the ability to deliver in moments just like this. All eyes on the batter's box.
That's the ball.
That pitch in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. Ball game.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
King with a game to remember, particularly walking it off for the win. 4 hits, 2 of them leaving the yard.
This was a terrific performance, and how about punctuating it with the walk-off? I'm really impressed by how he performed, especially under pressure.
In a 1-run game as this one ends 10-9. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week. Taylor King, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. King digs in. He's had this pitcher's number. Fastball off speed. It hasn't mattered, Singy.
Yeah, you can tell he steps in with confidence. It's like he already knows the answer to the test.
Ball 1. King launched a pair of homers in his last game. Bieber, multi-time All-Star, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. The wind to kick the 2-0.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Riley Green, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team. Let's see if they can drive him in now.
1 out and a runner at second as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. In the dirt. On the ground to the left. Toss to Alonso, and there's 2 down.
That is the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
So runner at second, 2 down. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. King stands at second with 2 gone. Lewis. That is the inning. The Twins coming up, no score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. King went off for 2 homers in his last game. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Riley Green up next for the Mariners. Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. And caught on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. 2 on, 1 out. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 3-run dinger. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
King with just 1 hit before making it 250 this year.
This is a ridiculous season he's had, Boo. Fewer than 10 players ever have had a 250 hit campaign. Here's a fun nugget. Chuck Klein had 250 hits in 1930, but finished second in the league to Bill Terry, who had 254.
Gonzalez to first in time. Now 2 away. King stepping in. Team needs a wake-up swing here, Chris.
Yeah, Boo, get this guy an espresso. They need a hit to put a jolt into this offense.
Man on second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike. One down. And a foul ball. Man at second. Finds its way through, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 6-2.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
And now Riley Green. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Good job to fight that one off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One-two now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mariners 6 and the Twins 2. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Runner at first with 2 away. Taylor King digs in now. He's a guy who does it all.
Oh, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A 2-run blast. His 64th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 9-3.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Pitcher tried to intimidate with that fastball up and in, but he was ready for it. Pulled the trigger, and man, explosive through the zone right there.
King had a great showing in the win. Collected 4 hits. 1 of them left the park.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Taylor King comes into this one fresh off a 4-hit game. Shades of Tony Gwynn. That's the kind of contact any team would take in their lineup. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now the number 2 hitter, Taylor King. King matched a homer in his last game. King, a former MVP, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Base hit center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Riley Green. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score and the Mariners take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. You got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the second game of the series. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. His 32nd of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 4-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Second and third here. One away. King launched a homer in his most recent game. Two on, one out. And there's a foul ball. In the air, right field. Jenkins on his way over. He's got it. Both runners tagging from second and third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me, and I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. King, 26 years old. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. He beats the throw. And so they end up with some speed on at first.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
There goes the runner. Ripped to right. And that is that. One left for Seattle. They lead it 6-2.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Yoan. Almost got him. Freeland off of first with 2 away. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And that's a home run into the upper deck. A 2-run homer. Home run number 65 on the year. And they add on. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Number 84 digs in. They're in front, but that lead could shrink quickly.
A little breathing room never hurt Boog. He's got the bat to supply that 0-2.
Outside corner, there's a strike. And the 0-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Jenkins on the move to the gap. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play.
King had a sensational showing in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Taylor King.
No, outside.
King went deep in his most recent game. Woods Richardson in his 7th season, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Josh Naylor.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Snags it on the run. Runner tags at second. Tag out at third. And that's a double play.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was hosed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Two outs, runner on first. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Runner takes off. Line drive. And a base hit. King around second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Ronnie Mauricio now. In the dirt. Rodriguez up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Two outs, 2 in scoring position here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Ripped to short. And that's the inning. Mariners leave a couple. The Twins coming up. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Up next for Seattle, the right fielder, Taylor King.
King with a homer in his last game. Here's a 1-1. Popped up. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. King steps in. He's had a lot of success against this pitcher, Singy.
Yeah, he's like a DJ with the timing, Boog, just mixing barrels and bad intentions every time they face off.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The M's trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground, could be 2. Can't glove it cleanly. Keyshaw for 1. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Two on, 1 out. In the dirt, but kept close. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Now it's the right fielder, Taylor King. 1 for 3.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Grounder might be 2. Keyshaw for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One down. And up next for Seattle, Taylor King.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Gonzalez to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. King played well enough in the win. Had a single and an RBI.
Oh, Boog, not great, not terrible, just kind of an average game. Still, always good to get a team win.
One down. Taylor King up next for the Mariners.
King.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. King batting second in today's lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And a big swing and a miss. That one ripped. And there's 2 away.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Back in Minnesota and stepping in for the Mariners, Taylor King.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Gets him to chase after that one.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
The 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. King on at first, nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Stowers under it. And there's one away.
Up next is the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. Payoff pitch. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Jeremy Pena up next for the Mariners. And a ground ball to first. On to Gonzalez for 1. Over to first, safe. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Here's Josh Naylor. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Mariners leave a couple. They trail in this one 3-0.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound. Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
The 0-1. Nice grab to first. Nicely done for the out. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 3 and the Mariners 1. King steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here. Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Nootbaar has a beat on it. And a quick out, number 1.
With all of those hard hits, this team is going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
King did well enough for them despite the loss.
Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end okay. I'm sure he'd like to have a better game and help him win going forward.